Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Cuilian Zhang, a visiting scholar from Peking University, studying with Professor Cynthia Li here. Our research title is Transformational Leadership, Leader-Member Exchange Differentiation, and Employee Creativity, the Moderating Effects of Justice. Why are we interested in such a topic? Because when we are reading literature, we found that most studies treat LMX at the individual level. However, few studies consider group-level LMX differentiation. LMX differentiation refers to deferred leader-member exchange relationship within group, ranging from low to high, indicating that leaders treat subordinates differently. There are no previous studies examining the antecedents of LMX differentiation from the perspective of transformational leadership, let alone the contextual factors. Also, previous studies suggest that there are no main effects of LMX differentiation, so we need to consider some moderator. Previous studies show that they don't find the moderating effects of justice. Thus, in this paper, we aim to answer the following three questions. First, is there an effect of transformational leadership on LMX differentiation? Second, will justice climate will moderate the relationship mentioned above? Third, will individual perceived justice will moderate the effects of LMX differentiation on employee creativity? Then let's move on to the theory and hypothesis part. We use a group value model as the overarching theory in this paper. Based on group value model, we propose hypothesis 1 that transformational leadership is negatively related to LMX differentiation because transformer leaders, they consider their group members' self-value, self-worth, self-confidence, and they consider their group values, group value perception. So they tend to form relatively high LMX with their leaders, leading to LMX differentiation to be low, so the relationship may be negative. Then we put up hypothesis 2 that procedural justice climate and distributive justice climate will moderate the relationship mentioned in hypothesis 1, because according to group value model, if group justice climate is high, group members will think they are valuable. They will have pride and identification with their group. So in this case, their leaders, the transformer leaders, maybe don't care much about the leadership patterns in their group. So the effects of differentiation on the transformational leadership on their differentiation maybe don't take effect. But if group justice is low, group members may don't think they are valuable, and they have low pride and identification with their group. In this case, the transformer leaders may focus more on to build high relationship with their subordinates, so leading to relatively low LMX differentiation. So the relationship may be negative. Then we put up hypothesis 3 that the effects of LMX differentiation on employee creativity will be moderated by individual level perceived justice. Because according to group value model, when employees have high justice, they may think that they are valuable. They have pride and identification with their group. So they think that they can build high relationship with their leaders. So the effects of LMX differentiation on their creativity may not take effect. But if they perceive the low justice, they may think that they are not valuable in their group. They have low pride and identification with their group. So maybe the effect of LMX differentiation on their the creativity maybe there is no effect. So we put up hypothesis 3. To sum up, in this paper, we propose that transformational leadership is negatively related to LMX differentiation, and the relationship will be moderated by justice climate at the group level. And then we propose that LMX differentiation will be positively related to individual creativity when employee perceived high justice. This is our theoretical model. We plan to collect data in China to examine our hypothesis. And also to examine our hypothesis 1 and 2, we will use hierarchical regression. To examine hypothesis 3, we will use hierarchical linear modeling. Our research has theoretical and practical implication. Theoretically, we contribute to the literature on the antecedent of LMX differentiation. There are low empirical studies examining the relationship between transformational leadership and LMX differentiation. We examine this relationship and we aim to examine the relevant contextual factors. Second, we combine literature of leadership, justice, and creativity together. Actually, there are low previous studies examining the interactional effects of transformational leadership and the LMX differentiation and justice together. And also, there are low previous studies examining the interactional effects of LMX differentiation and the individual level perceived justice on employee creativity. Also, in this paper, we consider justice climate and the individual perceived justice together. Practically, our paper suggests a useful avenue for managers to decrease LMX differentiation. Also, we emphasize the importance of justice. Okay, that's our research. Thank you.